Join PCTechForum.net is a new site. We'll be discussing everything related to tech news. They'll be discussing the latest processors, graphic cards, laptops, hard drives, computer cases. They also have a section for pre-built PCs and custom-built PCs, and also a PC straight from the manufacturer. They also be discussing the operating systems and how to troubleshoot them. Last but not least, they'll also be discussing the latest games and business. The site is brand new, so people will join for the first time on there. So come and sign up today at PCTechForum.net.
African reporters are getting frustrated by the White House press secretary. She never gives them an opportunity to ask their question, and this video actually went viral because it's evident that she's avoiding their questions.
Communication afterwards between the Justice Department and President Biden.
One question for Africa, Karine.
I'm going to come back, guys.
Thank you. Why do we always have to beg for questions? Africans deserve questions as well, Karine. Come on.
What is the latest on communications with Beijing, and are there still efforts to find a meeting for a face-to-face?
No update on his schedule on any meeting at this time. Look, we've said this many times that we're keeping the line of communications open with Beijing. The president spoke with President Xi not too long ago. We read that out. It was more than a 2-hour and 20-minute conversation. That was his fifth conversation with the president, and on staff levels, there's an open dialogue that we're going to keep.
Can I have a question, Karine?
Okay, I'll take a couple more questions. Okay, I'm gonna take. Guys, go ahead. Okay. Give me a second.
We have been asking for questions every time, and even when you give questions to Simon, it's because you force. We don't need to force for question. We also deserve to have a question.
I will get.
Something against African reporters?
On Afghanistan, Jake Sullivan said last year that there was going to be an extensive top-to-bottom review of the bill and how that went.
Can you start again, because someone was yelling over you?
Afghanistan. Jake Sullivan said last year that there was going to be a top-to-bottom extensive review on how that withdrawal went.
The hot wash.
There was some reporting today that is not going to be ready for the 1-year mark. I guess the question is, why is that process taking so long? What has been the holdup there?
So I know you're talking about the hot washing specifically. So the update that I can give you from here is that departments and agencies have begun their independent after-action reviews of the operations at the end of the U.S. military mission in Afghanistan. And again, once those internal reviews are done, we will have an opportunity to look at the full picture. Once they're done, we will give you the full picture in a way that will help inform future operations. Department and agencies will share lessons learned consistent with operational and classification security. It's just still underway. Once we have that, we will share our lessons.
So that's wait on like agency level, department level. You haven't. White House hasn't received.
From what I understand, it's the department and agency levels.
There's no set timeline for when that's.
Don't have a timeline for you on this. Go ahead.
Can I have a question, Karine?
Thank you. Adjacent to the news of the day from yesterday.
From that clip, it was obvious that she never intended on giving those African reporters any chance. Like, she did not want to give them a chance to ask their question. Every time she gave a chance, it was to other reporters. And obviously, that's the reason why it went viral. And you can hear them in that video complaining that you always do this. Like, why aren't we allowed to ask questions? It was obvious that she didn't want to give her the chance. And that's not right, especially now that US is trying to win over African countries. They keep telling us that they have a new strategy. They want to work on our relationship, and they've been traveling to Africa. The diplomats, the US ambassador to the UN, Anthony Blinken, they've been saying the most, but they're not doing much. Like, their action doesn't back up their speech, and we already know that. Obviously, it's just a counterattack to Russia and China because Russia and China are building strong relationships with African countries, and so US is panicking now. They want to act like they are our friends. That's the reason why they keep telling us all this new shiny things, but we all know it's just BS. So I am glad that they keep proving it so that our people don't fall for their nonsense, basically. Anyways, fam, let us know down below what your thoughts are about this. I am Wongel Zelalem. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.
Living in America as a black person, you recognize there is one set of laws for you and one set of laws for those, especially in the white community. In our book, Passive Aggressive Racism in the System of White Supremacy, I take you through times in my life when I first started noticing white supremacy. We teach you how to recognize it, identify it, and also counter it in our book. This book is a beginner's course for those that are just starting to wake up and open their eyes to see the system of white supremacy. As a black American person, you must understand this system because this system is life or death to you. How you handle it, how you deal with it, it can affect your mental health if you don't understand this system. Pick up our book, Passive Aggressive Racism and the System of White Supremacy, today on Amazon.